Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Phoenix Championship race weekend for the Cup, Xfinity and the Truck Series. We got to crown our champions from all those series. We have one two-time champion and two new champions who will be joining the other drivers who have won in their respective series. But obviously with the end of the 2022 season, what is the next race? When is the next race? Well, the next known race in the three Premier Series is actually the Coliseum, the Busch Light clash at the Coliseum, for the Cup Series on the February 5th, 2023. That'll be in 89 days, and this will basically be not really. I mean, this is just an expedition race, obviously. So there's that. And this is also going to be the second year running of the clash at the Coliseum, obviously at Los Angeles, which is very, very exciting. So hopefully it goes really, really well. Like a lot, actually this season was not bad. Let's see how this season goes about on the Coliseum. But let's now move over to the results. So first, start off with the Truck Series, like we always do for the final time. And the winner of the Truck Series race is Zane Smith, and also, I guess his first ever championship. In second place, very close behind, is Ben Rhodes, who tried to do a Daniel Hemrick move from last year. Chandler Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, Stuart Friesen, Grant Finger, Corey Heim, Tanner Gray, Caden Honeycutt, shout out to him, and Carson Hocevar ran out the top 10. Then you got Derek Krause, Matt Crafton, Lane Riggs, Tyler Ankrum, Colby Howard, Jake Garcia, Taylor Gray, Lois Allen, Chase Purdy, and Ty Majeski ran out the top 20. Two drivers went to the rear, that being Derek Krause with a backup car, and Dean Thompson with an engine change, and no one failed to qualify. So lap 8, Keith McGee and Amani Williams causes an accident. I mean, not surprised there. They were battling for like 34th place, I should say. No surprises there. Lap 45 and lap 90, Zane Smith sweeps both of the stages. Lap 99, Christian Ecke spins after contact with Tyler Ankrum. Lap 106, Lane Riggs gets loose, turns Taylor Gray, he makes contact with Roger Caruth. Krause also involved. Lap 134, Haley digging into the wall. Lap 147, I'm going to share a video of this. Ty Majeski spins out. Now, the top four, they were actually, they were obviously the chase contenders, obviously the championship full contenders, so which makes sense, obviously. That basically ended Majeski's run of winning the championship. He was running really good, though, to be fair. He was running extremely well, but it just wasn't enough for... it just wasn't enough for Majeski, though. I think he was being too aggressive. I'm pretty sure he had Ben Rhodes, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they also went side by side. Exiting turn 2, and bada bing, bada boom, Ty Majeski is out of contention of winning his first championship. I hope he does come back to ThorSport. Nothing to announce on ThorSport Racing, but it is what it is, I guess. And I generally do hope Ty Majeski does come back, because he did a phenomenal job in his first full-time season with the team. And lap 154, Zane Smith wins the Lucas Oil 150 and wins the NASCAR Campbell Truck Series Championship. Rookie of the Year goes to Corey Heim. This is also going to be the final time that we see that we see Camping World as a title sponsor for the Truck Series, and for the moves, which we already know is going to be happening. We know that Zane Smith, he's going to be staying with Front Row Motorsports. We know that Kyle Busch Motorsports, so that being the 18, the 4, and the 51, they're going to be moving over to Chevy. We know that Chase Purdy will be in the 4 truck. And in the 51 truck is someone who's actually not here. Actually, two drivers who's not here. That being Jack Wood. So Jack Wood is going to be running most of the races. There'll be Kyle Busch with 5 races. So Jack Wood 10, Kyle Busch was 5. Jonathan Nemechek, nothing on him. Chandler Smith, he's going to go up to the Xfinity Series with Coy Gibbs Racing. So he's going to leave the Toyota camp. Grant Finger, he's going to be staying with GMS Racing. Corey Heim, he is going to move over to the new Tricon Garage team, which is basically Team DGR, along with Tanner Gray, who's going to be staying in the 15 truck. And Taylor Gray, he'll be now in there full time, but the first 3 races he has to miss out on because of his ineligible age. Corey Heim, he'll be in the new 11 truck, while the one truck which is driven by Haley Deegan right now, that truck is going to be basically an all-star truck where there's going to be plethora of drivers which are going to be driving for that. What other ones are there? GMS Racing, Daniel Dye, Arkham Menard Series driver. He's going to be now moved over and up to the Truck Series full time in the 43 truck. Actually, after this, I will share the Wikipedia page and I'll show you all the changes that we know is going to be happening for the next season. So we'll have a look at the other drivers outside of the top 20. It's Dean Thompson down on 21st. I talked about him and his engine troubles. Matt Benedetto, he didn't have a good run. Jack Wood in his final season with GMS Racing. Haley Deegan in her final time with Team DGR. Spencer Boyd being too slow like always. And then there's Amarnu Williams and Keith McGee, both in finishing 34th and 35th. No surprises there. But that is the Truck Series all done and dusted. So I move over to the Xfinity Series. And the Xfinity Series is very interesting. But the winner was Ty Gibbs. Yes, winning the race and his first ever championship. In second place is Noah Gregson, then Justin Allgaier, Landon Castle, AJ Allmendinger, Sheldon Creed, Riley Herbst, Daniel Hamrick, Austin Hill, and Sammy Smith right out of the top 10. Then we got Brandon Jones, Nick Sanchez, Josh Berry, Kyle Weatherman, Josh Williams, Jeff Burton, Roger Caruth, Alex LeBay, Bailey Curry, and Ryan Sieg right out of the top 20. One driver failed to qualify, that being Matt Mills. 2 drivers went to the rear, Roger Caruth due to missed driver introductions, and Joe Graff Jr. Because of a backup car. For stuff that happened, lap 31, Brandon Brown stopped after hitting the outside wall. Lap 45, Ty Gibbs wins stage 1. Lap 60, JJ Ely spins out. Lap 90, Ty Gibbs wins stage 2. Lap 102, Sam Mayer gets spun out by Sammy Smith. Collects Riley Herbst, Parker Retzlaff, Austin Hill, Anthony Alfredo, Kyle Sieg, Ryan Sieg, Stephen Parsons all involved. I'll show you a video of this actually. Mayer and Smith, they were, going at each other, I think, like, a couple laps ago, before the accident happened. And I remember because I just cut to, just a track being blocked. It was very interesting. And this also happened on the front stretch. Another thing, talk about Sammy Smith in the Xfinity Series. Nothing on that. There's actually nothing right now on Joe Gibbs Racing on what's going to happen to their program for next season. But we know that Sam Mayer is going to be coming back along with Ryan Sieg and Austin Hill. But other than that, I know the drivers will be confirmed in that wreck. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Can't really do much about it. I think they used to race each other in the Arkham Menard Series, but I might be wrong with that. I'm not too sure, but I need to get a fact check. But, yeah, that's a good way to end your season. But luckily Sam Mayer, he's gonna be coming back, so that'll be good though. 111, Kyle Weatherman spins out, but gets spun out by Joey Gay. Mason Massey also involved. 155, Dylan Bassett loses an engine. 166, Noah Gregson has contact with Brandon Jones and spins him out. Pretty ironic of that. And lap 200, Ty Gibbs wins the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race and the Championship of 2022. Our Rookie of the Year for 2022 is Austin Hill, who obviously made the playoffs after winning, what was it, like 2... I'm pretty sure it was 2 Speedway, it was 2 Speedway races, so I guess he's a bit of a Speedway specialist, and I'm going to guess he's going to be the new, he's probably going to be the new Justin Haley for the Xfinity Series. Anyways, so that's the Xfinity Series all done and dusted as well. Have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. Noble ones, not really. I mean, Sam Mayer, he's down to 34th. That's really all. Shout out to Brandon Poole in the out of the groove Chevrolet. That was a good painting game, I'll be honest, and that's all really. However, it wasn't all sunshine and roses over Ty Gibbs because the very next day, I think before the Cup Series was actually about to begin to begin their race, it was sadly announced that Coy Gibbs has sadly passed away in his sleep. So my thoughts and prayers does go out to the Gibbs family and Joe Gibbs Racing. Obviously, a horrible situation for them, and obviously Ty Gibbs had to sit out for the Cup Series because of that. At first, we didn't actually know, but then it got confirmed that it was indeed the death of Ty Gibbs' dad, Coy Gibbs. So, pretty sad there. It's also kind of scary as well because obviously we actually heard him speak after the Martinsville race when obviously Ty Gibbs dumped Brandon Jones for the win. So that was basically the last time where we've ever seen or heard of Coy Gibbs before his sad passing. So my thoughts and prayers does go out to the Gibbs family and Joe Gibbs Racing for their loss of Coy Gibbs. But obviously the Cup Series still had to go on. Just so you know, Daniel Hemrick, he filled in for Ty Gibbs for this race, so I'm glad. So still 23-11, so had to. So just so you know that Daniel Hemrick did drive in the 23 truck in the 23 car for 23-11 Racing for Ty Gibbs for this weekend, and the winner was Joey Logano, who obviously wins his second championship, his first one coming in 2018. In second place, we got Ryan Blaney, then Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, Kevin Harvick, William Byron, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, and Christopher Bell ran out of the top 10. Then we got Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Martin Truex Jr., Cole Custer, Daniel Hemrick, Corey LaJoie, Harrison Burton, and Eric Almirola ran out the top 20. No one failed to qualify, and no one went to the rear. So even with that driver change in the 23 car, there was no. So the team did not go to the rear because of that. So lap 60, Joe Logano wins stage 1. Lap 85, Landon Castle spins off turn 2 after contact with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Lap 185, Ryan Blaney wins stage 2. It's still surprising me that Blaney didn't even get a single win this season, nor did Martin Truex Jr., so that really surprised me. Lap 193, Michael McDowell and Tyler Reddick spins out in the front stretch. Lap 200, Ross Chastain and Chase Elliott makes contact. Elliott spins out. I'm going to show a video of this. Oh boy, playoff implications. That is something to... that is something, I'll say that. I don't think... It wasn't really Chastain's. I mean, people have been saying it wasn't really Chastain's fault. It wasn't really Elliott's fault either. But Elliott did not deserve that at all. I thought he was actually having a pretty good run in this race, but it was just so difficult to catch Logano. He was just so fast this whole race. So it would take a miracle to beat out Joe Logano, who has been on fire at Phoenix, as he got pole position, led the most laps. That's all really. I mean, like Penske as a whole, they were really good. I mean, Ryan Blaney, I think, got the second highest laps being led. So, yeah, I mean, it was definitely the Penske boys to really catch, especially Blaney and Logano. Also, Cindric, he did pretty well though still, but couldn't keep up with his other teammates. So, but yeah, bad luck for Chase Elliott though, because he was obviously down in like 30th place. I'm pretty sure now. Lap 268, Alex Bowman spins after contact with Michael McDowell. Yes, Bowman did come back and he ran pretty poorly, I'll be honest. But it was, I mean, it was his first time since like Texas, so I'll give him that. Lap 312, Joe Logano wins the NASCAR Cup Series Championship race, and the championship Rookie of the Year goes to Austin Cindric. So that is it for the 2022 season. Let's also have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. And here they are. So, yeah, so that's Chase Elliott down in 28th place. Yikes. That's all I'll just say. Just yikes. Yeah, it sucks for Elliott. Hopefully he comes back for next year on 2024. Let's now have a little quick glimpse of the standings as well. Zane Smith, obviously our champion. Ben Rose, Jalen Smith, Ty Majeski, top 4. And then John Hunter, Nemechek, Stuart Friesen, Grant Enfinger, Christian Eckes, Matt Crafton, Carson Hoster around out to top 10. Then Derek Kraus, Taylor Anchor, Matt Benedetto, Corey Heim, Tanner Gray, Chase Purdy, 16th. And then for the other finishers, that being Corby Howard, Ryan Priest, Parker Kligerman, and Timmy Hill. For the Xfinity Series standings, We know that Ty Gibbs won the championship. Then we got Noah Gragson, Justin Allgaier, and Josh Berry. Then AJ Allmendinger, Austin Hill, Sam Mayer, Brandon Jones, Daniel Hemrick, and Riley Herbst ran out of the top 10. Then Ryan Sieg, Jeremy Clemens, Landon Castle, Sheldon Creed, Anthony Alfredo, Jeb Burton, Brandon Brown, Maya Snyder, Alex LeBay, and Bailey Curry ran out of the top 20. Then for the Cup Series, Joe Logano wins the championship. Then we got Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, and Chase Elliott. Then Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Daniel Suarez ran out of the top 10. Then Austin Dillon, Austin Cindric, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Bob Wallace, and Eric Almirola ran out of the top 20. So I'm just going to quickly go over the changes that has been confirmed for next year's Cup Series season. Mostly, I won't really go through all the change. Well, actually, I will go through all the changes, but not all the changes. But basically, I won't be going through the stuff which hasn't been changed at all, like Kendrick Motorsports hasn't been changed, JTG, Coy Gibbs Racing, AJ Allmendinger will be the full-time driver for the 16 car. There's no Gregson now, as he'll be in the 42 car for next year. Kyle Busch, maybe the biggest one here. He has now moved over to Richard Childress Racing, jumping ship from Joe Gibbs Racing. So he'll be now in the Chevy. Ty Dillon, he's going to be now full-time in the 77 car. From Motorsports to Live Fast and Live Fast Motorsports, they have not announced their driver lineup yet. The 41 is a bit of an interesting one. We don't know if Ryan Preece or Cole Costa is going to be in it. That might be interesting to really keep track of. Tyler Reddick, he's going to be now with 2311 earlier because Reddick signed for 2024. They got 2024, but Reddick, he's going to be in the team at the start of next season. And then obviously the biggest seat that everyone is looking at is the 18 car. Most likely Ty Gibbs is probably going to get that seat. And then for the non-charter teams, Austin Hill, he's been confirmed to be driving for BM Motorsports. Jimmy Johnson was just confirmed to be taking ownership stake in Petty GMS, and he'll be also running in some select starts for that team. Nothing on Trackhouse or 3F Racing, which is a new team from Germany. But we don't know who are going to be the team. Well, sorry, the drivers who are going to be driving Project 91. And Zane Smith, he has been confirmed to be driving a partial schedule, including the Daytona 500 for Front Row Motorsports. Let's now move over to the Xfinity Series. Not a lot of changes here, actually. Big Machine Racing would now have Parker Kligerman as their full-time driver. BJ McLeod Motorsports has announced that Garrett Smithley will be in a 78 car full-time. Nothing on JD Motorsports. Bailey Curry is still there. Then they're going to be adding one more car. Paul going to be the 0, I'm guessing, but I'm not too sure. Junior Motorsports, everyone has been the same except for Brandon Jones. He has now joined the team as the new replacement for Noah Gragson. Coy Gibbs Racing, just like I mentioned before, Chandler Smith has now joined that team alongside Hemrick and Castle. Richard Childress Racing has nothing, no changes there. Just like, and same goes for RSS Racing. Emily Gates Motorsports will be now having 2 full-time cars, except for 1 full-time car. We don't know what the manufacturer is going to be there. And the confirmed part-time drivers, Ryan Ellis, he's going to be driving 15 races, I think up from 10, I'm pretty sure. AM Racing, a truck series team, will be completing a partial season. Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's going to be driving now 2 races for Junior Motorsports. And Zane Smith will be coming back to the Xfinity Series. We don't know with what team though. It's more, I'm guessing maybe Estes Greenlight Racing, maybe even Stuart Haas Racing, maybe even RSS Racing. One of those 3. But I can't really see him going to like another team. I even can't really see Front Row Motorsports even making their own Xfinity Series team just for Zane Smith. That'd be kind of stupid, but it is what it is, I guess. And finally, for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, which is going to be called out now, AIM Racing haven't announced their driver yet. GMS Racing, Grant Finkel will be coming back by Daniel Dye. He's going to be in the car full time in the 43 truck. Kyle Busch Motorsports, obviously the biggest one here. They have now jumped ship from Toyota to Chevy, obviously with Kyle Busch moving over to RCR. Chase Purdy will be in the 4 truck full time, while Jack Wood will be taking a partial schedule with Kyle Busch in the 51 truck, which is kind of like an all-star truck, so maybe Carson Quaffle might be in it. Don't know what other drivers really though. Matthew Benedetto, he's going to be coming back directly. War, an Arcus team, Rev Racing. They're going to be in partnership with Cowboys Motorsports to have a full-time team. And it'll be Nick Sanchez making his rookie season in the Truck Series. I already said as well, Zane Smith will be coming back to Front Row Motorsports. For Tory Racing Enterprises, 16 and the 61 truck will be available. Don't know if Talent Ankrum will be there coming back. Tricon Garage, formerly known as Team DGR. Vanessa Corey Heim, Tanner Gray will be their drivers, including Taylor Gray. But obviously, we need they do need a driver for the first 3 races because Taylor Gray is only 17. I think after the 3rd race, he'll be 18, which is obviously where you need to be eligible to drive in Truck Series, I'm pretty sure. And for the part-time drivers, Spire Motorsports has confirmed that they'll be coming back. TC Motorsports is going to try and qualify for some races next time with Justin Carroll. G2G Racing, we have Travis McColgall, I think that's how you say his name, in the truck for 1 race. Tricon Garage in the 1 truck, we don't know if that's actually going to be a full-time or part-time, we'll have to wait and see though. And a NASCAR Wheeling Euro Series driver, Thomas Crancions, I think that's his last name, I might be wrong, Cransosis? I don't know. A Greek driver is looking to compete in the Truck Series on a part-time basis. I don't know if that's going to be true though, that's probably going to be like, it was a team that I talked about like very briefly in the 2022 Truck Series Mega Entry list. Can't remember though, but it's what it is, I guess. So that's really about it for today's video and the 2022 NASCAR season. See you all in 2023. Take care. Goodbye.